In this video, we will see how Sauce module can be used to apply styles to a Drupal view. So we will use Sauce module to download styles to a view, and we will use View Stylizer module to apply that style to the view. Let's look at a demo site. This is a Drupal distribution called TB Site Starter. I have a demo site here, and this is the default installation of this distribution with default content. And here is a slideshow with rotating images. Let's change the style of this view with a new slideshow plugin that we download using Sauce module. So at first I go to the modules page. I already downloaded the required modules onto my demo site, like the Sauce module, the View Stylizer module, which depends on the dynamic fieldable content module. So when I go to modules, I go to the Sauce category. I enable these three modules: Sauce, View Stylizer, and dynamic fieldable content. These depend on some other submodules like tokens and entity API, so I will enable those two. So once I have these modules enabled, I can go to the Sauce page. I can see the Sauce link here, or I can go through the configure link from the modules page. So here I can look for the TB Site Starter related add-ons. So filter by platform, TB Site Starter. So here I see a view to style the homepage slideshow. I will download the view, and it's downloading. So now it's downloaded and it's installed on the demo site. I will edit and save the view. So here is the slideshow view that I just downloaded from the Sauce repository. And now that I have the view to style, I will download the style. I'll go to Sauce again and choose a style for my slideshow. Some of the styles are available are listed on the View Stylizer project page. I will go with the flux slider. So let me look for flux, and I will download this flux slider style. So now that I have this style, I will go to my home page and see what I need to configure. So now I'm on home page. My home page slideshow view is replaced by the new view that I downloaded, and it's asking for me to apply the styles. Blinky image is a style that is installed by default when you install the dynamic fieldable content module, and I just downloaded the flux slider plugin using the Sauce module. So now I will apply that to my views. So after I clicked apply, I'm presented a form to change the settings to the plugin, or I can choose the default values. So let me pick the width as, say, 940 and say height as some 360. Let us align it to center, and out of the available transitions I will pick, say, blinds, and pagination may be true. So once I'm satisfied, I will save it, And when the page refreshes, I see a new slideshow with blinds effect. This is the Flux Slider plugin with controls and pagination and captions. This is how you can apply the style to your view. And let's say, so because this image is not clickable, I want it to be clickable, taking me to the page that I want to. So let's say from on the source repository, this is the source repository at drupalsauce.technic.com. This is the view that I just downloaded, and let's say the developer of this view has modified the view so that it supports the image being linkable. So here is a dev site with the view, and let's say as a developer I modify this view. I add the link, which is the path to the node, and I don't need any style to a path, so I choose no. And on the dynamic style settings, I say title is mapped to title, image path to image, body to description, and the URL path to the link. And so now as the developer of the view, I am saving this view on a different dev site. So once I get the export code of this view, I copy the export code and put it in the source repository. So this is the view. I will edit the view and say that update this, because I'm modifying code. I will say earlier it was 1, so I will make it 1.1 and put my copied export code here and save it. And let's say I also change the flux slider a little bit to support this new link field. So I am on the source repository logged in, so I have the developer privileges, so I will modify the flux slider add-on. Edit, and let's say instead of all these transitions I just want one default value as bars out of the available options. And here in the for the image I want a link, so for that I need to create a link field in the settings with the default token. So just like title has a token as a widget setting, I will create a new one for link. So now I get a new thing to enter this, so I will say links, and value would be the token. It's not a drop down, so I will leave options empty, and let's update this to same 1.1, just so that the source module knows that this add-on gets updated. So here I added a widget setting for link, and I will add the code for that. ahref. I'll wrap the image within anchor tags for the link. So this is the widget setting that I need to put in the code. So ahref hash dynamic, and the instructions are below the editor, so new developers can follow those. So now that I have it, I will save it. So this is all in the source repository. Now as an admin of the demo site, I go to my list of source apps. So as you know, before I downloaded the view, slideshow view, as well as the flux slider widget. Both are of version 1. Let me see if there are any available updates, and I will check it. And it says that I have one installed and available is 1.1, which I just made changes in the repository. So I will update all those. And when I submit, it says updated slideshow and flux slider. I don't need to change anything for flux slider, but for slideshow I need to edit and save because views will have some temporary changes which I need to save it. And as you can see, the new view has the path and stuff. So let's go to the home page where the slideshow is. I'm refreshing this page. And now the image is linkable. It goes to a page for that slideshow. And let's say for some reason you don't want this update and you want to revert it, you can do that easily using the source backups. So in the list of source apps, now it says that my current version is 1.1. I don't have any available updates because it's up to date. And in the backups, the system created a backup version of my previous add-ons. So the version 1 of all the slideshow and the flux slider are here. So I can restore them. Also the flux slider. So now there are no backups available, and if I go to source app, I see that my current version is 1. So if I go to home page, my image is not linkable. So this was the old version 1 of the add-on. And this is the flux slider, and you can browse and look for other slideshow plugins like coin slider, immersive slider, which you can demo it and apply to your site using the source module. So let's say I look for immersive style plugin, and I download the immersive slider plugin. Now I got it, and if I go to home page, I see a new style to apply. So it says I can update the flux slider settings or I can apply other styles. So I can apply immersive slider here. I'll go with the default settings and apply. And when I'm redirected to the page, I see a new slideshow plugin, immersive slider. And there are like tens of slideshow plugins available currently on the source repository, which you can choose from and apply to your views. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments.